What's your reaction when you look at this?
Well, you know, it takes your breath away for the wrong reasons, obviously. One of the most beautiful places in the state, one of my personal favorite places in the state, not too far from Hannigan Meadow. We're just north of that, and this is utter destruction looking around here. What I will say is that seeing the bits of the fire that we have seen to this point, it's not all like this. The firefighters describe it as a mosaic pattern, and the way the fire burns through the forest, you get, you know, these places like this where it seems to scorch everything, but then in other areas it burns a little here and burns a little there, and what is somewhat encouraging, again, despite what's around me here, is the fact that there are trees. There's aspens growing up and other pine trees that have survived the fire.
What's your hope for this region? You know, people need to keep coming back here, obviously.
Yeah, and I think that's really an important point. You know, our mission at Arizona Highways is to promote travel around the state, and it's bad enough that this landscape is being decimated by this fire. What happens afterwards is sort of the decimation of the economy, and it's important for people, you know, around the state and around the world to know that this place will be open for business. Not necessarily right where I'm standing, but the town of Alpine survived the fire to this point for the most part. In other areas, Greer has suffered, you know, a pretty good hit, but these forests will open again. And the encouraging news, not today, not tomorrow, but for down the road, you know, the forest will come back. Grasses will be probably even, you know, bursting through the soil by the end of the summer once the monsoons come and bring some moisture to this area. And then, you know, the aspen trees come in, and eventually the pines start to come back. Again, it's going to take a long time for full recovery, but it's important to know that this area will be open, and Highway 191 will still be a scenic drive. I mean, parts of it are going to, you know, show what happened here, and maybe that's not the worst thing. It's maybe not bad for people to see what can happen when you don't properly put out campfires, when you throw cigarettes out the window. There are real consequences to those actions, and so, you know, seeing some of what can happen might be a good lesson for folks as well.